The most prolific football team of all time was the 1973 AFC Ajax, who had a star in a young Johan Cruyff to lead the way. Cruyff is one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Now, when you think of modern football teams, Barcelona and Real Madrid come to mind. Their stars, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, are the poster boys for modern-day football. Sadly, one player in particular is often overlooked: Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan is arguably one of the greatest players to play the game. Luckily, many people, especially Zlatan, recognize his amazing talents.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how good are you as a footballer?
10.
Do you think you're underrated?
No, they know I'm good.
His skill as a target striker is unparalleled to any of his style. Unorthodox yet astounding goals for Zlatan are not flukes, but an application of his skills. He can beat you in the most baffling way, or he can dribble right through you and make you look like a complete fool. While he is a great player, much controversy swirls around Zlatan. Many people call him cocky, arrogant, and dislike how he fights with coaches and teammates. How does Zlatan maintain such a high level with his antics? Zlatan does not care what others think, for he is just being himself.
I början av min karriär då så skrev tidningen AP som kaxig, tuff, attityd. Men från den dagen har jag varit mig själv till idag. Men det betyder inte att jag är kaxig eller har attityd. Man har personlighet.
His career began as a youth playing for his local club team, Malmö FC. He quickly became a star for the team, showing off his skill while being selfish with the ball. His teammates quickly came to dislike him for his style and arrogance. Despite their opinions, he played at an extremely high level and helped bring the team to the top division after winning the league title in 2000. Shortly into their 2001 season, Zlatan was sold to Ajax, a much stronger team, for €8.7 million. The sale meant the start of Zlatan's stardom. His start at Ajax was poor due to the manager's dislike of Zlatan. He was benched often and saw very little playing time. Luckily, this manager was fired, and the next manager placed Zlatan in a starting role with the club. Zlatan quickly took off, scoring twice for the team in his debut in the Champions League. His play was solid, bagging 13 goals in 2 consecutive seasons for the team. His fame took off with a goal he scored in his final year with the club that was voted the goal of the year. After great play with Ajax, an incident involving another teammate caused his sale to another club. Rafael van der Vaart claimed Zlatan intentionally hurt him in a national game. Another team left hating him. Zlatan jettisoned off to Juventus. Despite his problems with Ajax, Zlatan performed well for Juventus. Scoring 16 goals, Zlatan moved into the role of the top scoring forward for the team. Sadly, his time at Juventus was overshadowed by a scandal the next year. Juventus was caught rigging games and was relegated to the Serie B. Zlatan demanded a sale and was dealt to Inter. Zlatan's time with Inter showed an astounding display of skill. He scored the most goals he had in a season with 22 in his second year with the team. He won 2 league cups with the team. He was named the Serie A Footballer of the Year and was the league's top goal scorer with 25, scoring his most goals in one season again in his next season. This great performance saw the return of his cockiness and attitude. Zlatan often got into arguments with players on the field and was carded for his tough play. Zlatan believed in himself completely, and his play backed up the things he said. No one could argue with Zlatan, for he was playing outstanding, and that in part had to do with his ability to be himself. Zlatan was Inter, and without him, they would have been a much weaker team.
No, we finished. Okay. No, vi avslutar detta. Träningen börjar när jag satt.
Zlatan left Inter to play with Barcelona in 2009. Zlatan was now playing with the best team in the world at the time. He continued his antics and started a feud with his manager. Despite these problems, Zlatan was himself. He continued to perform at a high level and was the first person for Barcelona to ever score in their first 5 matches consecutively. His time ended quickly with Barcelona after screaming matches with the manager became commonplace. Zlatan was dealt to AC Milan only 2 years after his time with Barcelona. Zlatan's time with AC Milan was the epitome of his play. He scored 35 goals in his second season with the team, and many said he was in his best form at the time. During this time, Zlatan was continuing to be himself, and his true personality began to come out more. Zlatan did whatever he wanted because he was having fun. That was the most important thing to him. If he happened to get a card, he would talk back to the refs. If he hurt another player, it was just part of the game. Zlatan went out and played his heart out each and every game. He was able to express himself completely while playing outstanding football. His teammates in the press could say whatever they wanted about Zlatan, but he didn't care. Zlatan just kept being Zlatan. He is often criticized for his actions with Milan, such as fistfights with his teammates, kicking his teammates as a joke, and joking around with his teammates too much. Despite their claims, nothing can bring Zlatan down. Where's Zlatan today? Still being himself. Zlatan is a jokester and rarely takes anything seriously. Despite this, he demands respect and performs on the field. He is still playing elite-level soccer for a different team now, Paris Saint-Germain. Once Zlatan stops his antics and having fun, the media and his teammates may be happy, but that will be the day Zlatan retires from the game.
Hip hop, rock, reggae.